Avocado Allie here. This is Allie Cody. I'm a certified holistic nutritionist and a certified fitness instructor and CEO and founder of Avocado Allie, where we focus on healing through food and faith. Today, we are going to talk about gluten. What's the truth? I don't know about you, but I see so many conflicting articles that my head is spinning, right? So let's dig into that, but first, don't forget to subscribe below and click the bell so you're notified every Friday when a new video drops in. First of all, do you even know what gluten is? Okay, so gluten is the protein that is found in wheat, barley, and rye. And did you know that the researchers that first brought our attention to gluten actually did a follow-up study and found that gluten was not the culprit? They found that the culprit was one of 3 other items. FODMAPs, which are small molecules found in many foods, or many times, thank you for your input, Cappy. Many times the focus was fructose. They found that fructose was the issue, which is found, of course, in high fructose corn syrup. And the third culprit they mentioned, Cappy's very upset about all the confusion here. The third culprit that they mentioned in their follow-up study was fructans, which is found in wheat. All right, I'm gonna hang with Cappy back here so he relaxes a little bit. So before gluten-free diets were this popular thing, people who are actually sensitive to gluten, and those who have celiac disease, those who have a gluten or wheat sensitivity, actually ended up eating healthier. But now we've got all of this processed gluten-free junk. So when we go gluten-free many times, we deprive our bodies of valuable nutrients and we're adding in chemicals that are actually much worse than the gluten ever was. Bottom line, we want to avoid gluten products that are processed. We even want to avoid gluten-free products that are processed. So it's in the chemical engineering of that processed foods. It's in the way that the gluten in the wheat is chemically re-engineered that we have a problem with. So we want to eat as naturally as possible. Now there are people that do have, the celiac disease and the sensitivity, and for them they want to stay away from gluten, absolutely. But either way, whether you're in that 1% or you're in the other 99%, there are great gluten-free grains to choose from. And I talked about those last week, so up in the corner you'll see a way to just click to that video if you want to check that out as well. So if you think that you are in that 1% that has a sensitivity, then you can get tested. Your doctor will order some blood work and they'll do a small intestinal biopsy as well. But either way, if you are thinking of avoiding gluten altogether, then you want to work with a nutritionist to make sure that you are getting all of your nutrients. And many times the average American is not getting them anyway, so definitely if you go off gluten, you are more susceptible to missing very valuable nutrients, and this can affect your bone health. It can also increase your risk for chronic illness and heart disease, and we don't want to see any of that happening. We want you around, strong and vibrant, because you got a lot to do. You're here for a reason, and I know God has a purpose for you, so we want you to have energy and be healthy. And if you want to be a nutrition boss and want to no longer stress about food and know exactly what you need to eat for you, and want to know also how to keep your family healthy, then check the description below and you can go on a 12-week journey with me. You don't even have to leave the house, but check that out, and you can also set up a complimentary call just for you. Stay tuned next week when I talk about the 7 lessons that I've learned from being a wrestling mom that pertain to your life and your health. Until then, I will see you in my Facebook group. There's a link below if you're not already in there. Have a great day, loves.